So chatting to a 14-year-old who's written a book and is a speaker as well. Feels like I've achieved nothing with my life. So we have a very interesting guest in studio, Megan Werner. She's a speaker and an author, and she's 14. She's in grade 9, right? Standard 7. Welcome to Mix. We also got her dad, Des, in studio. Hi, guys. So this is very interesting. You've got a book. It's called It's Up to Me, 7 Ways to Make a Difference, which you wrote last year when you were 13.
Yes.
My goodness. What inspired you to write a book when you were 13?
Well, my parents wrote their book, How to Join the Mile High Club, Your Ticket to Unlimited Potential. And I saw what a big difference that made at their first event. And when we were driving home, I said to my parents, Mom and Dad, I want to write a book. And they said, that's fine, but you're going to do it by yourself. We will support you and help you, but you're going to write it by yourself. And yes.
And you wrote the whole thing by yourself?
Yes, I did write all of the things. I woke up every morning at 4 o'clock to write my book.
And she woke Dad up at 4 o'clock in the morning and said, help me with this.
Yes, and then my dad would help me to write it, but I'd put it in my best English because Afrikaans is my first language.
Okay.
And then my dad would put it into better English, and then we'd send it into external editing.
How long did this take you?
It took me 2 months to write my book.
And was it difficult? Was it something that you found quite easy?
There were a few obstacles, but actually nothing I couldn't overcome. The only difficult part was waking up 4 o'clock in the morning.
Obviously you have school.
Yes.
So you need, oh my gosh, to find the time. Des, you obviously then had publishers and you could help with that side of things.
Yes, yeah, she came up with the whole concept herself, and she said, I want these stories in, I want those stories in. And we just basically helped with the editing of it. But I mean, it's her book, so we're so proud of her.
So the book's called It's Up to Me, 7 Ways to Make a Difference. Why 7 ways?
Because 7 is my lucky number.
Okay.
And there are also 7 days in a week. So each day you can choose a different chapter.
Okay, nice. And what's the best of the 7, do you think? What's your favorite?
I'd say giving. But my favorite one is teaching, because I can teach others how to make a difference and how to give.
You also do inspirational talks to corporates and to different groups. What do you mainly talk to them about?
I've got 3 speeches. I've got one about never listen to negative people, another one about comfort zone, and then I've got a new speech about honesty.
And why would I take life lessons from a 14-year-old?
It's quite an interesting question. We get asked that quite often, and it's amazing how we kind of build up blocks as 45, 46-year-olds, and it takes you back to your child years. So you immediately, once you get taken back to this and you see, wow, a 14-year-old can actually do these things. You don't need to be 50 or you don't need to be 30. Then suddenly you relate to it so much better, and it's amazing, the feedback that she gets from people that are a lot older than her, and they say, wow, if she can do it, then why can't I do it?
And then also my parents take me to a lot of self-development, and there they learn to take the mind blocks away, and they learned it until the age that they are now, where I'm still busy learning, so I don't need to undo that block in my mind. I can just go from straight and do it, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing from the age of 14.
I suppose you think anything's possible when you're younger.
It all started
the limit.
at Tony Robbins. We went to Tony Robbins in London, and there they had to do a fire walk, which is quite weird.
Sure.
And we were worried about the kids, and we thought, how are they going to do this? And both of them, the eldest daughter Cindy, she had no problem, and Megan as well. They walked across the hot coals, and no problem at all, because they've just got less baggage in the
Yes. Well, it's kind of like that thing. I don't know if you've ever read the Tao of Pooh. And it's about Winnie the Pooh and how things just go right for him because he doesn't overthink things, and it's that kind of childhood innocence that you're kind of portraying. How's the book doing? Where can we get it?
My book is doing very well. I've sold over the 500 copies, and I'm getting so much feedback from our followers on Facebook. Like, you've changed my life, Megan. You're so amazing. And
fantastic.
It's available on Amazon, and also it is available on my webpage, that is www.meganwerner.co.za.
Okay, meganwerner.co.za. In the front of the book, it says, this book is dedicated to today's youth, those that want to be better than they ever thought possible, also to the adults who want to make a difference in their own lives, as well as the lives of hundreds of other people. Very cool. So you said when you were writing this book, you were waking up at 4 a.m. You obviously still have school. How do you balance all these aspects of your life?
I think if you've got a passion for something, it's about making time for what you love, and I just make it work with my schoolwork and my hockey and all the extra activities from school. I just have to balance it out and make the things work.
And what do you do for fun?
I love hiking with my dad and fishing as well, but then also I love shopping and modeling.
So you're also a model. And where do you see yourself in the future?
Well, I've got 3 types of goals. I've got a short-term goal that is being on more radio stations for like 2, but I think I need to get a new short-term goal. Then my medium-term goal is to go on the Ellen DeGeneres show.
That would be so much fun, hey?
Yes.
This is my favorite.
And then also my long-term goal is to become Miss Universe.
How does that work? Have you looked into it?
Yes, you need very different things. For example, a matric certificate, you need to be a certain weight and length and those types of things. But I don't see anything that can stop me from becoming Miss Universe.
Hopefully on that day they'll announce the correct winner. And you won't be in that terrible situation. Okay, so you can go to the website, Megan Werner, or you can say Werner, but you say you're Afrikaans and English, so people say Werner.
Yes.
.co.za. What's your Facebook page?
It's
the
same thing.
Werner, yeah.
Megan Werner.
Okay, so you can order the books there.
And then
online. There are a few bookshops that we're starting to get into the bookshops.
Okay, awesome.
So that's coming. But
yes.
it's quite a new book, so it's going to take a while.
Yes, and you can also send an email at info@meganwerner.co.za.
Okay, and you can win one right now.
Yes.
So all you have to do is SMS. What should we SMS in?
Megan.
Let's SMS Megan. Yes. I was like, 7 ways to make a difference. That's too complicated. You can SMS Megan and your name. Don't forget your name to 41348 to win one of these books. It really is cool. I was looking through it. So some of the chapters, let me just read out the chapters quickly. Let me find the beginning here.
Okay, chapter 1 is giving.
Oh, she knows it off by heart.
You can read it. It's fine.
Chapter 2.
Chapter 2 is having fun. Chapter 3 is getting out of your comfort zone. Chapter 4 is never listen to negative people.
Mm-hmm.
And for the rest?
Yes, for the rest, you need to read the book to find out.
They're really cool, though. One is communication. Yeah, really nice. Okay, so Megan and your name to 41348. You can do that right now. Thank you so much for coming to chat to us, guys.
Thank you so much.
I just had a little daughter, and I'm thinking, oh, now I have high hopes for her. Excellent.